Welcome on, everybody. Let's see. I guess we're going to be looking at Euro GBP. Not sure if it's something to share my screen on the trading view. Let's see real quick. Alright, guys, everybody can see my screen. Alright, guys, so first off, let's take a look at Euro GBP real quick. Actually, we're going to take a look at CAD Chef. That's going to be the first pair we're going to look at, guys. CAD, CHF is going to be the first currency pair we take a look at. So real quick, today is March 6, 2023. Quick disclaimer before we get into the session. Past profits don't guarantee future results. Trading does contain risk. Please practice proper risk management while trading in the financial markets. If we see any opportunities in the market as we analyze the market, I'll let you guys know. Just understand, guys, this is for educational purposes. This is for demo purposes. I'm not a financial advisor, so feel free to demo any trade ideas that are shared, and we can analyze the charts together and focus on results. Alright, so let's get rid of the draws I got on. So real quick before we get into the daily and catch up, let's take a look at the weekly, okay? Before we get started, I always do top-down analysis while analyzing and looking for potential trade ideas, right? So when I'm looking at CAD Chef, this is what I'm seeing here, right? Right now I see price action is pushing down to a major support area, okay? Just change this so we don't see it. So we have price action pushed down to a major support area. Then we're going to look for our next area of resistance, which is going to be right here. This is basic off the weekly time frame, right? We have a strong support area here, coming in at 67713 area, 700 area. We have an area that was a significant support or has acted as a significant resistance in the past, but one broken, as we see here and here. It's acted as a support or as a resistance. Support, support, support. And then once it broke it here, price came down to the lower support. Now we've bounced from this lower support numerous times here, just like we have in the past. Now, what we have not done is we've not retested the breakout from this area like we had previously. So, with that said, I'm looking for potential buys on CAD. And looking to target this area here with our stop loss below this week, right? This would be a potential swing trade. But instead of just analyzing it from the weekly time frame, we're trying to find really good entries. So we're going to go down to the daily, and we want to see if we have any confirmation or potential confirmations on daily that could suggest to us that we should start looking for buys off of our weekly bias. So when I go over here to the daily time frame, right, let's get rid of this kind of setup. Currently, price is consolidating within a interesting formation that us traders potentially look for at times. Okay. What we have here we have price action on the daily time frame creating higher lows and equal highs. Just play this out to you so you see. So on the daily time frame, price action is creating equal highs, and then down here we can see that we're starting to create an uptrend, creating higher lows. Now this formation is what we call an ascending triangle. Now, when you have an ascending triangle, take the lowest point to the highest point, which obviously there is no highest point because there's equal highs, so we take the lowest to the middle, and we put it out at potential breakout point, and this could be where we are potentially targeting for a buy move to the upside. Now this formation within itself is a bullish formation. Okay, it usually happens at the like in an uptrend, but when shown in a downtrend, it still is a bullish reversal pattern. So in a uptrend, this is a consolidation pattern move to the upside. In a downtrend, this is going to be a significant reversal pattern. Now, we have to ask ourselves, with what we've seen off the weekly and what we've seen off the daily time frames, is this enough confluence to be looking for buys? And based off of where we are at currently, where price action currently sits, I do believe we could start to look for buys because we are at a support area on the daily time frame. So if we're going to start looking for buys off of this area here, okay, we're going to obviously be looking to target this area here. This area would be our first target area, and it has to be because this is our significant resistance area. But we also know that when price breaks this consolidation triangle, that it's going to move in the direction that we're anticipating. If it breaks to the upside, then it could potentially push all the way up to as high as 70940 area, right? So knowing this, now we're starting to look for our entry. We can go to 4 hour, go down to the hour, and see what we got going on. So as we go down to the 4 hour, what we can see is we kind of have the same thing happening as we do on the daily. We have a little bit differential of a support, right? And then we have another area that has acted as support as well. Okay, right? So because this area, as I'm analyzing here, this area has acted as a strong support in the past. Price has looked at here and pushed up, looked at here and pushed up. Price has revisited this area again. I'm anticipating that price has very similar behavior here, right? I do believe that here is a potential area of entry. Now, this area of entry will be our first entry, where we're anticipating market to move to the upside from here. Okay. Now, if price continues to push up once we get up to this area, we can continue to trail our stop loss because, again, we are anticipating a much further move to the upside on the higher time frames. I do believe that on all time frames, this is a decent setup. Let's go down the hours, see what we got going on. So right here within this hour time frame, we can see actually, let's zoom up. Let me show you what I'm seeing. So from this hour zone here, boom, you can tell that this area has acted as an area of support and resistance even on the hour time frame here, where we have seen price respect it. Once it broke it, it pushed through. So here we are, respecting it, pushing up, respecting it, pushing up, respecting it, pushing up, finding ourselves back into this area, and we are wick rejecting, and now we have created another scenario where we do look like we are starting to reject this area again, and with price action is pushing up, right? So if this candle here on the hourly time frame is a bullish engulfing candle, and we have what we call a order block, if this is a bullish engulfing candle and it engulfs this previous candle and creates an order block, then I would definitely be looking to get into this entry, guys. I'll definitely be looking to take a position long on Euro GB, or I'm sorry, CAD-CHF. I'll be looking to long CAD-CHF from this area. I've been saying EG, my bad. I'm looking at long CAD-CHF from this area here, and then our stop losses will be. We're going to want to cover these wicks. Plus, we have a backup support trend line here and a backup support trend line here. So when we look at this trend line, I see that we have a strong block here. Okay, so we're going to want to put our stop loss below this block and just take it right down there. So potential 1 to 2 risk to reward here. Not a bad setup on the hour time frame. Looking for an engulfing order block at this area of interest. Why? Because as in the past, we've seen this has been a significant area of interest before price action making a rally to the upside. Price action on the hour time frame has been creating higher lows and higher highs for a little bit. We have price action closes a higher high here. So if we respect this area again, I do believe price will start to push back up as we head into London, and then again we have New York session coming up in about 8 hours, right? So we're going to get some volatility in the market. We're going to get some money movement in the markets here to bring CAD-CHF up. Let's take a look at Euro GBP here, guys. Okay, because what I see on Euro GBP, right off the rip again, looking for buys on Euro GBP as well. Kind of didn't want to get rid of all my emails. So let's go to a different broker, but we'll still analyze Euro GBP, okay? Okay, remove these terms. So as we are looking at Euro GBP, again, top-down analysis. Okay. So we have this consolidation pattern, right? Well, consolidating is not consolidating pattern, but this consolidation zone where price down here is support, strong support area. We have a strong resistance up here. Then we have a couple of areas on your GP that have acted as support and resistance in the past. Okay, so let's see if we can get those areas. Area here is going to be most significant, I would say. Okay. Now remember, if you're having trouble finding lines, finding support resistances, you can always go down here to the bar style, click on the line graph, see if it gives you a little clearer of a picture, right? So we can see that the true support is like up here, because here we have support, 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 and then all through this region here. And you can go a little bit higher. So this area is a significant support area. Here we're going to put this up a little bit higher, right? We're going to match this area here. Okay. And then here, we could bring it down a little bit. the left. Looks good. Most part, right? Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. So now back to candles. We're on the weekly time frame. Okay. Notice that we are in an uptrend on the weekly. Price action is creating a series of lower highs and higher highs and higher lows. Okay. Now, but on the daily, I start to see that the daily time frame is respecting this nice uptrend as well, right? Uptrend movement. But I also know that based off Elliott wave theory, we have to have 5 impulse in a move, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th impulse is going to be higher than the 3rd. So I have it brought right back up here. Although this did wick up here, price action closed here, okay? So I do believe we'll see price action close up here or even higher, right? Even higher, price action could rally, have a blow off top, the price could even push up a little bit higher, right? Have an extended 5th wave, okay? But just based off the way this wave is moving, the movement of this particular wave, we can anticipate a nice 5th wave move right back to this area here, okay? Plus, we have a previous resistance here, so it just makes sense that on the daily time frame, prices respected this support area, has not, and each time it's gone up, okay, this is the realization of it, is each time it's gone up, it's respected the higher low, and then created a higher high, okay? So here's our higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and now we have not yet got our higher high. So price consolidated here for a little bit, okay? We're in a little bit of consolidation within this region here that I have marked up orange. And now price action has given us uh, signals, it's given us significant influence that it's going to finish off this final move of this Elliott wave sequence of 5 moves within the wave, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason why this is valid, again, is because this low is lower than this low, and this low will be higher than this low here, okay? This high it is lower than this high, and then this high coming up will be higher than this high on 3. So that's what I'm looking for. Looking for completion of this move, wave 5 on Euro GBP on the daily time frame before having a ABC correction of some sort, right? So after it pushes back up here, I do expect a BC correction. Okay, something like this maybe potentially, where we see in the future this area act as a resistance, potentially, right? It's kind of what I'm looking at to bring price all the way back down to originally where we started, or just above, creating a high to low and then starting a new cycle. But in order for all that to happen, we have to get a higher high here, and for price action to come up and smash our target on Euro GBP. So what I'm looking at on Euro GBP catch ups, let's go back to it real quick. We got 19 minutes for this candle, this hour candle, and price action starting to look good. It's kind of doing what we're expecting, what we want it to do, and do like this potential setup here. So this is CAD, CHF, catch up, waiting for completion of this 1 hour time frame candle before we long it. We're going to be scalping on the daily time frame, looking for good 45 to 50 pips. And then for my swing traders, long-term traders who are looking to get a longer trade, essentially a bigger bag, 205 pips. We're looking for a target of 709.40, 940, guys. Keep it at 940. And so that's what I'm looking at. We have some bullish confluence with CAT-CHF based off the weekly rejection area and then the daily time frame. And then on Euro GBP, I just shared with you guys my analysis based off what I'm seeing, how I'm seeing it play out, and then how it's respecting the uptrend on all time frames, right? Okay. And we still have yet to finish completion of the wave 5 of a 5 move Elliott wave sequence here. So that's what I'm anticipating, and we're just waiting for this completion to occur. Again, if price breaks below this trend line, obviously, and price action starts taking out these lows, then this would not be the fifth wave, so it would be invalid. Then we'd have to readjust, right? So as long as each low holds, my scenario of this being the fifth wave up is valid. Okay. Appreciate you guys. I'll update you guys on TradingView. Those of you guys that are checking this out on TradingView, appreciate you. I will be doing more market analysis throughout the week. For those of you guys that are catching this on YouTube, appreciate you guys. For those of you guys that are catching this on Facebook or all social media platforms, guys, I do appreciate you guys showing up. And let me just, let you guys know that this is a great experience to grow your knowledge, understand what you're looking for while analyzing the market. It's just good, guys. It's going to be a good opportunity for us to analyze market together. For those of you guys that have questions, feel free to hit me up on IG at The Real Binary Master, or any social media platform, YouTube or TradingView, guys, again, at The Real Binary Master. And I'll be more than happy to help you guys. With that said, guys, I appreciate you guys. For my YouTube people, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.